Today I'm going to show you how to unlock the prototype weapon here in Battlefield 2042. This is a secret weapon that was discovered by the players and the Battlefield Easter egg community. There's a couple of different steps. You can do it solo right now, but the gun itself is a thermal sight, got fully auto, and it's also got an airburst mode. So it's kind of unique right now. With that said, let's get into the guide. First thing we got to do is collect a secret key card, and to do that we have to create a portal server on Battle of the Bulge set at night time. You can use this code here if you want. This is a portal mode that I made with all the correct settings, and I'd recommend putting a password on so no one interrupts. If you can't get a server right now because of the XP farms, just keep spamming host server and eventually you'll get one. When you're in the game, pick an engineer and spawn in the Kugelwagen just to get around a bit quicker, and we're going to head over towards the D objective. When you're at the D objective, you'll see a big church, and outside it are two angel statues, and you have to copy what I do here. You have to shoot things in a very specific order. So on the right angel, shoot off both the wings, and then on the left angel, shoot off the head. You might have to change guns or reload. Then when you've destroyed the head, throw a dynamite at the right angel and blow it up. Confirm it's destroyed, and then we're going to head towards the E1 objective, and on the way we'll find a graveyard with another angel statue in it. So just before E1, there's a big old graveyard here, and you'll see an angel statue inside a ring of fire. And all you got to do here is shoot the head off. There it goes, and once you've done that, an interact prompt will appear. Make sure you hold interact, pick up the key card. That's the first step. Next, we have to unlock one of the new Phantom skins, and the easiest one to do solo is for the support class. So we're going to go ahead and create a new portal server, this time on the map Exposure. Once again, you can use this code on the screen now, and that will load the correct map and settings. So put that in if you want and start the server. When you're in game, make sure that you choose Falk as your specialist. And to make things easy for you, select the crossbow with explosive bolts. If you don't have that unlocked, you can also choose mini grenades. We're basically going to be injuring ourselves and then healing. The first thing we're going to do is spawn at the deployment and run over to the A1 objective. It's not recommended to use a vehicle for this step because there are reports that it actually breaks the unlock. So just run on foot to the A1 objective. When you're at the A1 objective, stand close to the flag, and then what we're going to do is equip our explosive crossbow. We're going to shoot at the ground, injure ourselves, get out your Surette pistol, shoot it on the ground and pick it up. This is going to start healing you. Reload the crossbow and do the exact same thing again. Injure yourself, shoot the Surette pistol at the ground, pick it up to heal. And we're going to do this 10 times. So make sure that you count or write this down 10 times. Also, make sure that you don't die when you're doing this. Just stay focused, injure yourself with the crossbow, shoot the Surette pistol, pick it up, heal 10 times in a row, and make sure that you always stay close to the flag. Also, the self-heal doesn't work for this where you hold the button. You have to shoot the Surette into the ground and pick it up. Next, we're going to run off the cliff. We're going to jump down. Don't die. Do not die at any point in this process. Jump off the cliff, pop your parachute, and we're going to make our way to the B1 objective, which is inside the tunnel. When we're at the B1 objective, stand close to the flag and basically repeat the process that we just did at the A1 flag. So shoot the crossbow into the ground, injure yourself a bit, shoot the Surette, pick it up, do that 10 times. If you're not sure and you lose count, just do a couple more. It's not going to break anything. Just make sure you've done at least 10 of these. Once you've done 10 of these on B1, we're going to turn right and head up the stairs, and we're going to go towards the B2 flag. Once you're at the B2 flag, stand next to it, injure yourself, heal yourself, injure yourself, heal yourself. Exactly the same as before, 10 times. So by now you should be getting the hang of this. That was my 10th. And next up is the D objective. So from this location, the B2 objective, all we got to do is break a window here, jump off, parachute, head towards D. Once again, do not die. Very important. Get on that flag. Once you're at D1, you guessed it, stand next to it 10 times in a row. Do the same thing as we were just doing. Make sure you count. And this is my number 10 on the D1 flag. Surette, heal, and then we're going to head over to C1. This is the last part in unlocking the skin on this map. Head over to the C1 flag. It might be tempting to, but don't get in a vehicle at this point. Don't call any vehicles in yet. Go on foot to all of these different flags. And then C1, same thing. Crossbow, injure yourself, Surette on the ground, pick it up, 10 times. This is my last one. Damage, turret, heal. Now, last step is very important. Make sure that you stay on the C1 objective. You can see the boundaries on the minimap, and then open up your calling tablet. You know this little device where you can call in vehicles. You can select all sorts of different vehicles here. And we're going to call in the LAT V4 Recon on the objective. Objective C1. Some people have tried with other vehicles and it's worked. LAT V4 Recon worked for me, so that's what I'm recommending here. Wait for the vehicle to land. Make sure it lands in the objective area of C1. Wave goodbye to the parachute. And then this is the final step. All you got to do is get in the vehicle. And if you've done everything correctly, the support specialist set of phantom skins will unlock for you. And at this point, you can now go ahead and disconnect from the game. Back in the menu, go to classes and click on support. And then make sure that we equip one of these new skins. So for example, on Falk, it's this one here called Pharmacon. Equip it. Make sure we've got it equipped. There it is. The next step is to create a portal server on Iwo Jima Conquest. So go ahead and do that. There's a portal code on the screen now that you can use if you want to. And again, I'd recommend using a password so no one interferes while you're doing stuff. When we're in the game, make sure that we're playing as a support specialist. For the purpose of the video, we're going to pick Falk. And we're just going to double check that we've got the new Phantom skin equipped. Pharmacon, there it is, equipped. We'll go back and then we'll spawn in a Pond Hawk just so we can get over to where we need to be a bit quicker. So, head over to below the C1 objective here. And you'll see that there's this giant drill. I think it's a drill. And just on the left of it is a keypad. There are 4 different ways that you can interact with this keypad. You can clear, you can go up a digit, you can go down a digit, and you can submit a digit. And the goal is to turn all of these lights here, these 4 lights, green. And to do that, we have to input 4 different code sets. The first code set is 250146. So I'm going to go ahead, we'll do the first one together, and then you guys can do the rest because you'll pick this up pretty quickly. So, first digit is 2. We'll go to 2, submit. And then the next one is 5. Submit. Then the next one is 0. So we'll go down to 0. Submit. And then 1. Submit. And then 4. Submit. And then 6. Submit. If you've done that correctly, the light will turn green. The next code set is 613251. So go ahead and input that. Second code set's complete. Second light has turned green. The third code set is 515176. Go ahead, input it. So that's the third code set. We've now got 3 green lights, and the final code set is 441806. Okie dokie. That's all 4 code sets, 4 green lights, and now we can move on to the next step. So, if your vehicle is still here, your Pond Hawk, grab it, or you can run up the stairs there. And we're going to head up towards the A objectives. Take your vehicle or run, it doesn't matter, through the tunnel here. Go past the big boring machine. And you'll find a red tunnel. At the end of the tunnel is a little rappel, a zip line. Go through. And at the end of this corridor is a door which says stop on it. If you've correctly inputted the code, you should be able to open this. The door opens and you'll find an elevator. Call the elevator. Wait a few seconds. Very reminiscent of the BF4 Phantom program, this. Kind of cool. Elevator arrives. Get in the elevator. Now pay attention here. Before you interact with the panel and send it down, very important, as soon as you interact, go prone. If you're doing this solo and you don't go prone, you get killed here. So make sure that you go prone. Otherwise you get annihilated. When you get out the elevator, you'll see a Pegasus on the wall. You can ignore this. And a keypad here. Now, because we've picked up the keycard on Battle of the Bulge, we can interact. The doors will open, and you'll see a room with lasers. Head on through the room with lasers. At the end, there's a keypad. Open the doors. If you're not wearing the Phantom skin in this room, you get killed immediately. This opens up to a little warehouse with some screens. Some weird robot guys. And over here, you'll see the prototype weapon. Shoot the glass. Pick it up. And that will unlock the prototype for you. Now, also in this room, if we come around the corner here, look up. Hold interact here. And you can get a skin for the gun. You can see it's just changed there. That's the prototype wrap. And there's a few other Easter eggy things in here. I think this is kind of setting up the story for 2142. It feels like it. And there's also some references to Hannah from BF4 over here. I think that's Hannah's hat. And a note here from Oz. To Valkyrie. Just in case, contingency. And there it is. That's how you get the prototype gun in BF 2042. There's still some question marks, and I don't think it's working exactly as it should be right now, but that's how you can do it solo. We think the final design for this is having 4 players in the elevator, like you can see here, all wearing the Phantom skin. And on this occasion that you're watching now, we've all got different Phantom tags equipped. And in this scenario, you don't have to crouch or prone. You don't get killed. You can get all the way down the elevator without dying. Also, it seems that once you've got the key card, you can open up that door again as many times as you want. You don't have to go back to Battle of the Bulge and get another key card. Thanks to the devs for putting this in. Pretty cool. And of course, the players and the BFE community for discovering this. I hope this guide was valuable. Drop me a like. See you next time. Bye-bye.